The state in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has lambasted accused number 1 Muzi Sibiya for allegedly fabricating and tailoring evidence to suit his version. Sibiya spent a second day in the witness box under cross-examination in the High Court in Pretoria with another series of denials. He maintains he never confessed to any involvement in the killing of the soccer star, nor willingly participated in pointing out. 5 men are currently on trial for Meyiwa's murder in 2014. And SABC News senior reporter Chriselda has been tracking the story for us and joins us live now. Chriselda, of course, Sibiya maintaining and his version, and also talking about what he himself recalls, but quite a lot of denials and quite a lot as we're listening to that to that testimony. But let's talk about what else has come out.
Well, that's right, Bongiwe. A lot of denials and a lot of not remembering what exactly happened. But accused number 1, Muzi Sibiya, maintaining that he was brutalized by police while they tried to solicit this alleged confession from him for something that he says he knows nothing about. This while, of course, investigators deny any wrongdoing. He explained to the court today where on multiple times he says he was beaten. Let's take a listen.
Where were they kicking you in your body?
He indicated, my lord, he used my body and said from this part, my
Which
lord.
part was he using?
He pointed, yeah. Oh. And then he said,
on the ribs,
arms.
on the ribs.
On the ribs. Also including the arms.
The ribs and the arm.
He said the arms were tied at the back like this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also using the upper part of the arm, my lord, and said this part was also being kicked, referring to the left upper part of the arm.
Were they kicking you on both sides, on the right and the left?
The entire body.
Were they hitting you hard?
I cannot attach weight to that, my lord, because the manner in which people hit you, it won't be the same, as well as people's weights are not the same. But I could feel the pain.
Well, the state Bongiwe also tearing into Sibiya, who insists that the lead investigator, Brigadier Bongani Gininda, was present at the Diepkloof police station where the prosecution claims that Sibiya made that alleged confession. Let's take a listen to that exchange there.
It was the evidence of Brigadier Gininda that on the date in question, he was never at Diepkloof.
He went to Diepkloof.
And it was also the evidence of Constable Buthelezi that he was never at Diepkloof on that day in question or night in question.
But Buthelezi was also there in Diepkloof.
And the same applies to Mahula.
All those people were there in Diepkloof. I was with them in Diepkloof.
I further put it to you, said that you are fabricating a story.
What I'm saying, it's something that happened to me, something which I saw.
This is because even Colonel Mboto, during his testimony, indicated that Gininda was not there. If he was there, he would have given him the documents on the same day.
My lord, I'm saying Gininda was there on that day in Diepkloof, and no one knows as to when exactly he took or he got hold of those documents, except that which he is saying. But I am saying he was there.
Well, Bongiwe, as I indicated earlier, with those series of denials and some instances where the accused number 1, Muzi Sibiya, could not remember certain aspects of what had taken place, the state went deeper, basically accusing him of selective amnesia. Let's take a listen to that exchange.
I put it to you that you are fabricating a story, tailoring evidence as we go along.
My lord, that which I'm saying is something that happened to me.
And then what he's trying to say is that police have to bend the procedures when it comes to Muzi Sibiya.
They would bend the laws if it was that it doesn't allow them to do what they wanted to do. I didn't know what the law said or what was required.
And they break the law to Muzi Sibiya, who has a selective memory.
If they had to, if they had to break the law, then they would do it. I am a human being, born just like anyone else. I am on this earth or universe. I forget, and I can also remember.
All right, so what we've heard through those series of denials, you would know, of course, that Sibiya also indicated while on the stand, second day of cross-examination, Bongiwe, is that you would recall that this so-called confession was allegedly taken at the Dipcliff police station by a Colonel Mboto, and to that degree, he basically says that Mboto had just been writing down, asking him questions and writing down whatever he was writing down. He does not know what was being written down there. He had just penned his signature on that. You would recall yesterday when I did speak to you, I indicated that he said he'd basically done everything against his own volition because he was simply trying to save his life. That's what he was demonstrating when trying to convince this court, of course, that he had been beaten into this alleged confession and also into this pointings out. Remember, it was accused number one, Muzi Sibiya, who's on the stand currently, who's alleged to have made a confession and allegedly pointed out something in Phosphorus, and two alleged confessions were allegedly made by accused number two, Bongani Ntanzi. So what Sibiya is basically saying is that he never participated in anything. As far as he was concerned, was that police were trying to, from what we're hearing him say, what I can deduce from that, he's basically saying that police were trying to pin, the killing of Senzo Meyiwa on himself, wanting him to confess to something that he did not do. That is what we heard from him multiple times, once again on the stand today. He's back on the stand tomorrow for continuing cross-examination.
And it'll be interesting to see if it's more of the same, or will we get just a little bit more detail in some of the aspects. Thank you so much for that update. That is our senior news reporter, Chriselda Lewis. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we will be looking at the issues around the employment of doctors and also looking at the future of Mango Airlines as it continues to hang in the balance.